I mean, I think of Caden sitting around June 15th, and this thing is just going to be ringing.
Well, I knew that if I played my golf, a lot of things could change and something good could happen for me. I remember the previous year when I was there, I saw the cameras like sometimes when I was hitting, and I expected like maybe I'd be on a couple times, but I wasn't on as much as I expected.
Caden Paranek was an historic back nine here at Casati Pines.
Every time he saw that red light, there was just another red number. And then as he started to go, and the kids started to push him, and the kids started to make birdies, Caden, just kind of in that casual little walk that he had, was like, "It's my time, buddy." I mean, we've had an unbelievable history at the Nota Begay National Championship. It's one of those events that's earmarked in our calendar because we've won it for the last 3 years in a row.
He did it on the final day, crunch time, birdie after birdie, as Golot does indeed go back-to-back Nota.
And previous to that, we'd won it 2 years in a row, but we've always had players there. We've always had players in the mix. Nota Begay is one of those names that every kid knows in golf because of what they're doing. It's one of the only televised events throughout the entire junior golf season. It's one of those events where they pull some of the best players from around the country. And it's not just you get invited. You have to earn your right to be there. You have to have gone through the qualifying ranks. So to walk away with one of those famous baskets from the Nota Begay is something that we hope all of our players aspire to do.
The Nota was important. It was one of those tournaments on the schedule that I was excited to go into, and I knew that the Academy had won it the previous 2 years, so it was kind of cool to know like I could continue that streak and that legacy. But more importantly, I was just focusing on me and all the things that was important to me. But for sure going there to win and going there to do my absolute best.
I think when you look at winning a golf tournament, sometimes you win from the front, sometimes you win from the back, sometimes you try not to leak too much oil coming down the stretch, and sometimes athletes just have a different gear.
He would also make birdie at 11 to get to 7 under as we go live with Paranek at 13.
I really love the balance in his golf swing. Very shallow and fluid through the impact zone. Hits a lot of irons the right distance.
Creep closer to the top of this leaderboard.
I really like this player's disposition. Nice and smooth and fluid off the tee, but also on the greens, and beautiful putt.
I knew I was 5 shots behind, but I knew that that wasn't really a tough obstacle. I knew that if I played my golf, a lot of things could change and something good could happen for me. But definitely a lot of confidence going into that last round.
I back out 14 to 15. Caden Paranek from Windermere, Florida at 14.
Off a bit of an upslope out of the primary rough. Not overly long, but can still cause some problems.
There's one back, Nota. He'll have a chance.
There's these moments where players are so used to it now, even in college golf, there's production crews and there's cameras. And that messes with a lot of players, right? And when you look at the Nota Begay National Championships, it's an amazing tournament, but we're not talking about TV towers. We're talking about a guy in a golf cart running out there with sticks and slamming the camera behind you and still stepping up and going shot for shot, knowing you're on national TV, knowing the moment. I kind of think that Caden liked it.
And the birdie barrage continues for Caden Paranek. He cannot miss Nota. And we are now tied at 9 under, Coniaris and Paranek.
And every time he saw that red light, there was just another red number. And then as he started to go, and the kids started to push him, and the kids started to make birdies, Caden, just kind of in that casual little walk that he had, was like, "It's my time, buddy. You keep bringing it, and that's fun because I get to keep bringing it even more. And Owen played well, he shot 69. But when an athlete comes out and shoots 62 and isn't scared when you're making birdies or you're hitting great shots, that's special.
Two-horse race, Paranek and Koniaris, body blow, head-to-head, toe-to-toe. These two warriors going at it, Noda.
Just so fun to watch. Paranek,
can he answer that incredible Koniaris par with another birdie?
this will test his mettle. And look at that, walks it in, Ryan. He has all the momentum right now, and it's carried him right to the top of the leaderboard.
Confidence is a big part of it. I feel like internally, like he knows he can hit any shot, which is like a big part of it. And yeah, like obviously like the work ethic's there. Yeah, I mean he knows he can hit any shot, and then he does it most of the time.
Yeah, this is a hard shot. A little bit of an uphill lie to a back pin. So hard to get it all the way back there. Takes a big swing. That is well played. Clipped it nice.
I think the scores and the tournaments are all really a reflection of the preparation. And the preparation before Noda was really, really good. And there was still some things, like some minor tweaks in my swing that they weren't where I wanted to be, but I went in with small feels into Noda and trying to like work my best around it.
Right now he is setting the stage.
Yeah, has that for eagle, could sure use a mistake here. Paranek, if he can get on in two, in great shape.
Yeah, he puts this on the green, it's pretty much a done deal. He's been so rock solid up to this point. You see him kind of left it a little bit out to the right, and it's not over yet, Ryan. We've seen a couple players unable to get up and down from over in that section of the apron.
I was trying to like contain all the emotions, but it was definitely like a feeling that I couldn't quite fathom in the moment, because I knew that I was, I was in the foursome that was like the final group, but I was one of like the last ones in that group, and coming back and shooting a low round like that, a 62, like it was not quite fathomable yet.
Overlook the fact that this is to win, so there's no gimmies in this game.
And this for birdie. So 2 putts to win at 10 under, but he only needed 1. Caden Paranek with an historic back 9 here at Casati Pines.
And I know even after I made the putt and like shook hands and walked to my parents, I was still like, it was almost like a surreal feeling. Like I couldn't even I couldn't comprehend exactly what was going on, but I knew that it was like a really fulfilling moment to like sink that putt and know like I did it. Like I came back and I won this tournament.
Pouring rain. The range is packed. Every kid runs to shelter. Caden comes out, starts hitting balls. Continues to hit balls in the pouring rain. Puts his rain glove on. Keeps hitting balls. Goes through the whole bag. Everyone's watching. Parents are videoing from the patio, basically to show their son or daughter later, like, how come this kid wants it so bad and you don't? So now it's pouring rain. I walk over to Caden with my little umbrella. I said to him, Caden, what are we doing? He said, well, there's rain in the forecast, Zach. And if I want to win this thing, I need to be prepared to play in the rain. And nobody else is out here in the rain. So I'm getting my advantage.
I do truly believe that the scores are a reflection of the preparation. And one thing that I firmly believe is that you can be really talented and really special, but it doesn't really mean anything unless you work hard. And going to all these tournaments, it's more of an internal goal to be the hardest worker there and to outwork everybody. And when I do that, or when I feel like I am doing that, I also feel like the scores after that are always better.
Athletes can be defined by their performances. Athletes can be defined by their effort. Athletes can be defined by their goals and dreams. I think what defines Caden is every single day, he's aspiring to be a little bit better and a little bit better. He's not sitting around saying, hey, I won the Nota Begay and I'm excited. He's grinding to try and get that next victory. And he goes and gets that next victory at FSU. Then we travel to Panama and he maybe doesn't play as well as he wants round 1, round 2, feeling like, hey, I've got something to prove here. Goes out and shoots 30 on his last 9 holes, going eagle, birdie, birdie to finish.
I didn't play great the first couple days, and I don't think that was really a lack of preparation. I was working really hard there, and post round, just making sure that I was the hardest worker out there and doing everything I could to up my chances for the next couple days. I think it just wasn't quite comfortable on the course and made some questionable decisions, but going into that last round, I was actually able to adjust, which is really big for me. I was definitely able to learn from those mistakes and have a solid 3rd round.
I mean, I think of Caden sitting around June 15th, and this thing is just gonna be ringing and ringing, and he's gonna have to decide, like, wow, SEC school, Power 4 school, Conference ABC, coach has a chance to win national championship, coach is taking player to the PGA Tour, and when he answers those phone calls, it's gonna be exciting for him. But what's really cool is Caden's not gonna chase a logo. Caden's gonna chase a program and a coach that's gonna take him to his goals and dreams. When we fast track to the end of the summer and Caden's starting to make those decisions about where he's gonna play in college, and he will have gone on visits and he will have seen programs and he will have been kind of wooed by all the best programs in the country, I think he has a very good ability to push away the fluff and really get to the core of what's the program that's gonna take me to my goals and dreams, and he's gonna be able to look a coach in the eye and see, is that the right fit for me? And I know that coach is out there, and I know when he gets to play at that place, he's gonna help them contend for a national championship.